And who wants to report on this, Mr. Manhattan? This is the Taupo District Performance Report.
Well, Ms McLeod can do pages 82 and 83.
Okay. Ms McLeod.
I think we'll take it as we usually do, Your Worship, which is basically taking it page by page.
Okay, team, we'll start with page 8/2 and open up for any questions, comments that anybody may have. I see Mr. Bowden. Oh, Councillor Williams.
Yes, Your Worship, just on just a question regarding the Broadlands Road Service Centre. I see the slippage there, but it's the statement is it'll be completed by the end of March 2012. So I just wondered why that hasn't met the target one. It's going to.
This got slippage because we had that issue with the underground geothermal, and we swapped the rights of that bit of land to out at the stock pen.
Oh yeah.
And now I believe it's on track. Nope. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, okay. I appreciate that, but that's that is There's slippage there, but it's still on track to happen. Yeah. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah.
Okay. AC bars refurbishment, a little bit of slippage there, but I see Mr. Bowden in the room. Would you like to comment? So councillors and people on webcam watching have any more understanding?
The AC bus program is back on track now, with the design being completed in May. The contractor in the June council meeting, and work starting in July. So it's back on track.
When will plans be ready for councillors to peruse?
They will be ready. The building consent documents are to be issued next week, so available from then, and I can make them available at council's convenience.
I would think that would probably be appreciated, because we do get asked a lot of questions about it. It would be nice to be right on top of the game and know what is actually happening and what the design's like, etc. So thank you, Councillor Downard.
Yeah, while Dennis is in the room, just on that ETA traffic enhancement, I noticed that they've re-tar sealed along there. Is that what the enhancement is, or is it the upkeep or the mowing of it, or I know you were going to come back to us with what was happening there.
The enhancements more to do with like terrace and
Oh, so
seal of ETA is
So sorry, Mr. Chairman, do we get into any further what's happening with, their maintenance program out on the ETA? Or the tar sealing? Yeah. So before, are we any closer to the handover, and then before what happens to this road here, between the airport and Wairiki? Because I know there is, as I've mentioned before, there's a few parts that need upgrading on that as well.
It's a whole raft of things that got to occur, road legalisation, the ETA process, as well as the process to deal with maintenance works completed on existing state highways. So we're working through those things at the moment.
So has there been made a timeline when we swap over or change? Because originally when the ETA was finished, there was an 18-month changeover, wasn't it?
There's no specified time as far as I'm aware.
The difficulty with the legalisation process is there's approval of various parties have to be acquired during that legalisation process, and trying to put a time on some of that process is quite difficult. I'm working towards some time in the next 6 months.
Thanks,
And Councillor Hickling?
Can I just go back to the AC bus refurbishment?
Mr. Bowden just went out of the room. Okay.
Well, I'm just a little bit concerned on Andrew's reply, because it's in our long-term plan, those refurbishments, and here we are perhaps going to do them before the LTP.
Through Mr. Chairman, just keep in mind this is only for the 25-metre indoor pool, which you've already approved, so it's not the leisure pool, the major, but that is still out for consultation.
Right. Okay.
About 3 stages involved.
There's 3 stages, yeah, I know, and it's advertised in the long-term plan.
Stage 2 and Stage 3 are in the long-term plan, gone out for consultation, but Stage 1 we already approved some time back.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
So, and Mr. Bowden came back at the right time. He might have even brought a plan back. Okay, that's good. So if we could move to the next page in the district report, just over 8/3. Is there anything anybody wishes to comment on there? Everything's on target. Being none, shall we hand over to you, Mr. Manhennett, to talk about the actual performance details, starting on page 8/5?
First comment is that the finance team, since the December report, have adjusted the annual plan to reflect the restructure and timing of projects. So you'll see that the variances have changed dramatically since those that Councillor Williams referred to at the December meeting. So things are looking a lot more normal, let's put it that way.
Okay, so do you want, Councillor Williams?
Just a question for Mr. Manhennett, please. I had last meeting I had expressed some discomfort that the 357 bore expenditure, which was a unpredicted blowout and unbudgeted and unpredicted event, was actually being shown in the AC bars refurbishment, and I had asked. I'm asking Mr. Manhennett if it can be shown as an extraordinary item or outside that refurbishment budget, because I think we need to be showing the refurbishment in its own framework, especially given the considerations that the public or the options that the public are going to be given under the long-term plan.
I suppose there's an aspect of timing here. At the December report, I think from memory, we showed actual expenditure of about 619,000 against a budget of about 610 year to date. The budget for the full year alteration on the AC bars is just over $2 million. Projections are at this stage, inclusive of the 357, that only about $1,088,000 will actually be expensed in this particular year. So we are going to have a bow wave. That's what we define as budgeted expenditure not spent of a capital nature as at year end. I would prefer to leave it to the year end as far as that opening balance of the next year to see whether we do actually treat it as a original unbudgeted item, i.e. of the remaining 950,000 left in the budget, whether in fact 1.3 million is in fact required to carry forward. Mm-hmm. So it's at this stage we had, as I say, budgeted expenditure that we will not be fully incurring in this financial year. So we could term it as part of the AC bars.
Yeah, I can see that with that in this year it doesn't become an issue, but in the next financial year, I wouldn't like it to be thought by ratepayers that we'd over exceeded our expenditure on refurbishment by that 357k when it was really an unrelated item.
Yeah, no, we need to tidy it up in this financial year from that aspect as far as the carried forward amount. One is hopeful, of course, that Mr. Bowden can be creative enough to save us 357,000 in the overall refurbishment.
Fantastic.
We have that minute. Okay, anything further? Okay, do you want to go through it page by page, or do you want to take it as read, pages 8 through to 8:10? Okay, do I have any questions on the bulk of the comments or questions on the bulk of the management report? Okay, if there's nothing, we'll go back to the where is the record? Where is the back here? Suggested resolution that the Taupo District Performance Report for October 2011 be received. Move. Councillor Williams. Second, Councillor Downard. All those in favour?